must begin the day prior to the new year in gratitude. Gratitude and coffee. Gratitude for the new espresso machine I got for Christmas. And picture yourself on a boat on a river, floating. Don't want to be all by myself. There you are. Hi, Kevin Suker. Are we peaceful today, man? Are we peaceful? Are we peaceful, man? And we bring this meditation to a close. Thank you very much. Hey, man, check this out. Dude, can you see that? Oh, it's espresso.
What is that?
Oh, it's espresso. It's espresso.
You put some nutmeg in there?
Another pot. One more pot. Fresh pot. You ever see
you ever put any cumin in your coffee?
No, I don't think that goes well. Have you ever seen the Dave Grohl Fresh Pot recording?
You've seen the inside of a Turkish prison?
You like gladiators, Billy? Man, just tired, bro. Tired. You have a Katy Perry shirt on. I like that.
You ever see a grown man naked?
Great shirt, Katy Perry. Are you a Katy Perry fan? Are you? This coffee's
Do you like the color blue?
Yeah, I do actually. But purple's my favorite. Lavender to be exact. Hey man,
Nice.
Christmas. Nobody killed anybody. Hanukkah. You're still going, right? Or are you done?
We're still going, man. It's night 7 tonight.
Okay, almost done, right? So you got to now interject New Year's Eve now into the Hanukkah, which seems like a little much going on. Do you feel like you have a lot going on right now?
No, I really don't. Like, always could do more, right? I always feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you should see a therapist about that because it's called workaholism. Dude, big year, right? So we started this. What are we? Episode 43 right now. 44.
This is 44. Yeah,
44. We did our Christmas Eve episode. Just a quick check in. That was fun. By the way, how was dinner? How did Clay do? Did he?
Oh my God! Yeah, Clay killed it, man. He
the guy can cook, can he? He's a chef.
Man, cat can cook, man. I don't know what kind of meat he made. It still is up to determine yet. At this point, we think it's kind of more like of a golden doodle. But
I don't know.
It was tasty.
I get it now, dude. It's funny, but sick and funny at the same time. I like it. I like your style, bro. Thank you for.
What happened?
Well, you took care of us and invited us to. Well, we kind of imposed, but to your incredible show on Friday night. And the in-laws were here, Debbie and Dean, Jolie's parents, and man.
Let's be clear. We invited them.
And
you guys were the byproduct. You were the driver, so yeah.
I see. So Jolie wasn't invited in that either.
Always, she's always.
So it's me then. It's me.
And if you notice, she was my introduction when we introduced the star of Reckless in Vegas.
You did do that, and I thought that was fantastic, and she was very excited about it. And
she stood up. She put her arms up.
Oh, she played it, man.
She got recognized. That was wonderful.
It was very cool. But the show was fantastic, and
let's talk about that. Let's get deeper into that. Do you feel that you give her enough credit for what she does in Reckless in Vegas?
Are you kidding me?
I'm asking. I'm just saying.
Man.
Do you feel you do?
Let me tell you this right now. I'll just lay it and be honest. No, I don't. And I feel as a self-centered, narcissistic producer, creator, frontman, guitar player, singer, running all of it and everything, I don't give Paige enough credit, and Chris enough credit, and Jack enough credit, and my wife Jolie, and Sarah, and Brittany, and anybody involved. All I do is complain, and then and take all the credit. That's what I do. And in fact, all the charity work we did throughout the year, I take credit for all of that. I did that. I. Yeah, of course I give my wife credit, man. Every time I get an opportunity to
I was just asking you. It was a chance for you to give her credit.
Yeah, you're trying to. You were poking, man. It was a little red.
I wasn't poking. No.
Let's get real about it. I don't think I could ever give her enough credit, right? And even the people in the show. What do? You introduce your band, and your wife, there's a tease on stage, and of course you introduce her, but like in the show, you mean that question in the show or in general, right? There's two different ways to look at that question. In general,
I mean, it's easy to introduce her in the show, and it's easy to point out who is on stage. But like, your wife is she's responsible for a lot in the Reckless in Vegas show. She's not just a dancer that shows up and dances, right? Like she.
Yeah, but how do you? So during the show, I probably didn't give her the credit that was due, of course. But anytime off the stage, and talking about the show and interviews and everything, I've always really given her tons of credit for that because, my original vision had dancers in it, and I didn't know how to do that. And if it wasn't for Jolay and me
Thank
meeting
God.
her, and she helped with the original choreography, and she helped with the costumes, and she helped
Costuming, and yeah, I mean,
the
I watched her load those headdresses into your trailer one night, going, "This woman, this is why the show happens."
Yeah, man. Well, look at
I didn't see you grabbing the headdresses and putting them in the trailer.
you're
I mean,
poking,
you were
man.
You were pushing the big pianos. No, I'm not poking.
Let me ask you this: How do you think that those headdresses got into the room before Jolay was even there? What do you think about that? You don't think that she got up early and took all that down there, then came home, got showered, then went and did the show, and then had to unload it all? I mean, she helped. My wife is a hard worker, and if there's stuff to be done, she does it. And if it does, Gabe will do it, or I'll do it, or it gets done. But Jolay, when she's there, she's going to work. It's all hands on deck, and that's her own work ethic. She doesn't just do it because she has to. She wants to.
No, I'm not saying she has to, but I'm saying this is great that she's being acknowledged for just doing more than just putting up with your lousy dancing.
What's coming up for you right now with your wife? Are you not giving her enough credit during the show? Are you not? Are you feeling like? Same question to you. Do you feel like you could ever really give her the due credit, or does she not do anything? Hey, man. Hey, man. You're killing my ears, bro. It's too much. It's too much.
I'm off mic. I backed up. I did a scoot back.
You got Jeez. Why don't you get off your ass and go talk to her? Wow, please stop doing that. Is that?
I'm trying to get her to come in the room here.
Is that how
maybe
you
she
call
thinks
her?
I've fallen. Oh yeah. Hey, we're recording. She's giving me dirty looks right now.
I would too.
I didn't know how to get a hold of you, but we're recording the podcast, and Michael's asking me a question, and I want your response. What was the question you asked? If I'm giving her enough credit for our show?
Yeah. No, you asked me. Well, hold on. Set this up, right? You asked me this question about Jolay. Tell her that.
Yeah. It was just it was an honest question. I asked Michael about Jolay. Does he feel like he gives his wife enough credit for the success of the Reckless in Vegas show? So you're turning that now and asking me?
Too loud. Relax. You need to.
I'm sorry.
You're redline. You are redlining, man.
I'm not redlining. I'm just wondering
so
if
now
that's the same question you're asking me.
Yeah, you're calling Aaron in to ask her the same question. So,
do you feel that I give you enough credit for the Docksider show?
Yeah, you always say that I'm the star.
I don't know if you can hear it. She's
I did, yeah. The star. Yeah, you give her credit for being the star.
Well, I always say that she's the star of the show. I always do, and I know that, right?
Yeah.
It's not me.
Right.
I might have white glasses, and people might recognize me differently than her because
she
doesn't have white glasses. But she is the star of the show. I can't sing like that woman can sing. I know
this. This is true. This is true.
Yeah. Right.
I imagine if Joe was a singer on the show, it would be a different opportunity to do that. The dancers are part of the show.
Thanks, honey.
Okay, you're screaming. You're screaming in my ears.
She walked out of the room. I just wanted to make sure she heard me.
Yeah, I can't believe that she comes running like that. If I yelled for Jolay like that,
I had to yell 5 times. I could have been fucking knee deep in a bathtub drowning, and she would have been too late.
We could only wish that was the situation.
Oh, wow!
Listen, little
wishing
Lavender,
for my demise.
Let's talk about some feelings here. I can see that the bear's been poked. You've been trying to get me to red line. I'm not going to do it. It's New Year's Eve, bro.
I'm not poking.
It's a new year. Hold on. Excuse me. That's that coffee. It's really something else. Wow. I wish you were here to feel that. Yeah.
Thank
cheers
you for sharing that with us all.
Now let's get back on track, ADD boy. Listen, a couple things. I completely forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about, I asked you a question about whether or not you felt you gave your wife enough credit for the Reckless in Vegas show. Then you asked me if my wife was given enough credit for the Reckless in Vegas show. Yeah. And then you said that I have ADD. What does that have to do?
I was referring to before this particular.
You were talking about our this is our New Year's Eve special, and we've gone back.
Yeah. Thank you. Good
and
job, dude. Did you make
sure.
notes? Yeah.
No,
okay.
I didn't. No.
So what it is, man, dude, 44th episode, and you and I started it in March of this year. Sorry, we're still in 2024. And
and we haven't missed a single week. That's also important to say.
It's pretty great. Even touring, even colonoscopies, and I mean all of it. It's just been so. What's baffling to me is that I printed out a list of the shows and the guests. We've had some really wonderful guests on the show. Yeah, kind of. A couple of them. Well, the first 3 episodes we didn't do a guest. We didn't do a guest. And maybe if we did the guest on,
listen,
this thing would take off.
This new 2025. I think we should change the name. I think since we're featuring guests from the E list, we should be hosting from the F list.
Your alphabet. Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys, you fucktards. I'm Murray Sawchuk, celebrity magician here. Hey, you guys are a couple of douchebags. You know what I mean? Kevin.
Murray, thanks for joining us again today, Murray. It's always been a pleasure.
Good to be here. How you doing? All right. I'm north of you. Good to see you, Kevin.
Where are you working on New Year's Eve, Murray?
Well, you know me. I took it off. Took off Christmas, took off New Year's because I got a big residency now. It's kicking off. We took some time off after I blew up the Tropicana got blown up. But I took some time off, and so now I'm ready to do my magic and my comedy. I got a comedy magic show, and it's going to be at the Stratosphere, right? And it's starting, which I'm not sure what the date is. Somewhere in January 2025. And you guys both suck. Michael, you suck because you don't have shit going. Kevin's got a lot going on, but you, Michael, what are you doing? Look at you. You didn't even do your hair. Of course, Kevin doesn't have to do his hair because he's got no hair. You got hair though. Look at my hair. Oh, that's a nice haircut. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Michael. Oh, touch it. Oh yeah. You know how I like that. Yeah, huh? Hey, Murray, maybe you could disappear. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go now. You guys have a happy New Year and come see my show at the Stratosphere. All right, go fuck off.
So let's just dig into this list, right? Let's maybe talk about some of these guests and wrap up this year with some of our favorite moments from some of those shows. How does
you remember our first guest?
Our first guest was you.
No,
right?
Man, it was you and I, and then
we were the first guests.
Well, you can't. We're not. We are the. This okay. Yeah. Is that how you look at yourself? Are you the third person kind of guy?
No.
I'm surprised that you don't.
I'm a fifth person kind of guy.
I'm really surprised that you guys don't. That you personally, being the narcissist you are, don't have multiple cameras with multiple angles of everything that you're doing. It just blows me away that you don't have that going on.
You couldn't wait to show that, could you? You just couldn't wait to put that in.
I wanted to put the AI on so that it tracked me and I could flip you off in every angle, but I don't have time for that. And
you should do that.
Mark O'Toole, bro. Mark O'Toole was the first guest.
I love that guy.
He's okay.
I like that Mark O'Toole guy. You know what was good about that show?
What?
He could have replaced either one of us and still been a better host.
That's true about all our guests, I'd say.
Right. I would say so too. Yep.
Well, we don't have anything proprietary here. It's you and I, and that's what it is. And so.
And then our second guest was Vincent John. How much fun was that? Why are you laughing?
I just remember when he departed from the show and how he was ejected from the show, which is a
hook of our show, right? Like you are kicked out of the room when it's your time.
If you haven't been hung up on, by Sookster and Shapster, then you're really not quite in the full level of endearment. And, bathing in Sookster, Shapster, it's like hot oil. You drip it all over you. And it is when you get hung up on in that moment, man, I know how I feel when you do that to me. It's really heartwarming, bro.
How about that Nikki Scalera, though?
Was Nikki the next one?
She was the next one. She was fantastic.
A Broadway star. Yeah, incredible. Funny, engaging. That was an April show. And then in April, we also had, we had Chris Phillips. We had Zoe Bowie.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because we had a cameo from my father on that show.
Yeah, and what's best about that is I had been sending him text messages for the first 9 episodes, and it was the 9th episode that he figured out how to sign on to this fucking thing.
No, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's for 6 episodes because.
Sorry, I was exaggerating a little bit, but I had been sending him text messages to say, Join us, Lenny. Come on in here.
He's shy.
He's a prophetic man.
He's consistent, though, isn't he? Every time he joined in, he was doing his thing.
He's great. I love having him.
Yeah. And then we had a big guest that you love. You love this guy. I don't know him. I met him on the podcast, but this is a big buddy of yours, right? Froggy.
Yeah.
Brian
he's
Cross.
Great, the greatest, man.
He was in town too, right? He went to your show Saturday?
Yeah, he came to my show. Yep.
Yeah. Why didn't he go Friday when we were there? I would like to have seen him.
He told me he's trying to avoid you. Yeah, he told me.
I find that's a common theme lately. A lot of people are avoiding me. I don't know.
Why do you feel? What kind of energy are you putting out in the world that you're making people avoid you?
I don't know. I talked to the therapist about I'm just an asshole, and Jolene, the therapist, talked me down. No, I'm full of kindness. And
was therapy today?
Yeah, this morning. We go every Tuesday.
Ah, it makes sense now.
Yeah, man. I need. So, all right. Well, then we moved on in April. The end of April, we had the beautiful Kelly Vaughn.
Oh, the best.
You know what I got to do yesterday?
No.
Actually, Sunday, I got to record intros for her New Year's Eve show up, and she's playing in Idaho or something. And so Brenda came over and directed me, and I got to do the voice of God for her intros for
how great.
For the show, and then for Patsy Cline, and for Reba McEntire, and of course Dolly Parton, which she does all three of those. Kelly was a great guest, of course. Here's a peculiar one, and I love this guy, but it was an interesting interview, right, with Timothy Connolly, ukulele player, amazing player, right?
Yeah,
and it was an interesting one. He's overcome being deaf.
Yeah, I don't know if he's overcome it. I think he's still deaf. Pretty sure he's not hearing still, but he's probably overcome some obstacles that has prevented it or made it difficult for him. It's a good place to be.
And his other senses are all uplifted as well. But that was you and I were wondering like, oh, how's this going to work, right? Is he going to be able to?
He can shoot electricity from his schmeckle. That's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens when you lose one of your senses. You get electric powers.
What's a schmeckle?
Well, we'll get into that off hours.
Front or back?
We'll get into that off hours.
No. Clarify. Front or back?
No, it's the front. It's always the front. What do you mean? What's a schmeckle? You talk about how your schmeckle is barely seen through the forest of bush that you've created.
Are you saying it's the? Look at that cock. That's nice, isn't it?
I can't see that.
Yeah, you can't see that. There's a.
It's too far away. Is it what is that? A chainsaw?
It's a cock.
Oh, that's a bird.
It's a cock. It's a rooster.
How does a vegetarian have a rooster in a cup?
Anyway, moving on. So Philly Flyboy, what's your relationship with this guy? Because
this
he was great too.
Music video director of the Stars, right there.
Yeah, man.
Great guy.
Very, very cool. Did he do a video for you? I can't remember. Oh, he probably
did
wouldn't.
He did a couple videos. Yeah, you wouldn't remember it. Though.
I thought you said he's the video director of the Stars.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I said you wouldn't remember the ones you did.
You shine, Kevin. You know that.
You were
shining.
Me.
Luckily, your wife is there because otherwise your star would have burned out. Anyway, and then the next guest. Oh, moving into
my favorite redhead,
dude. Oh, that's not Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire? No, absolutely not.
That was
my favorite redhead. My favorite redhead is Kelly Clinton Holmes. She was great.
Yeah, she's
what an entertainer, right? The definition of entertainer.
I co-hosted the Ron Garrett show, and her and Clint were on. Clint, her husband, Clint Holmes, also an amazing artist.
Please tell us more about what you've done.
I asked her. This is the point. I asked her how many characters she does. She does a lot of characters. I mean, she doesn't even know how many. She's never laid them all out. It's more spontaneous and in the moment and improv. And
have you seen her do Woody Allen?
I didn't know she did Woody Allen.
No, I don't know either. I'm asking.
Oh, you mean she impersonates Woody Allen?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I misunderstood you. Yeah, you got to be clearer with your words, man. It's very misleading. Yeah, and then, dude, what about Stuart Watkins? Right? May 28th. We had Stuart Watkins.
He and his family were just here. They just came in from Canada to see us for a couple of days.
And they avoided me too. Stu, dude, what's up with that? Right?
He said, listen, where can I see Reckless in Vegas? And I said, good question.
Yeah, they're done. Which isn't quite true. But, dude, what about our next guest that came on? And we're talking about June 4th. Do you remember who it was?
I'm guessing that was the biggest illustrator that we know, Mr. Neil Portnoy.
Good memory, bro. I'm impressed.
That's my guess.
Neil Portnoy, and gotta love the guy. And we all have our images on cups. And
how was it sitting in his chair on a real radio station and not this fake podcast?
It
bullshit?
smelled like tobacco. It's chewing tobacco.
Was it a better experience with? Is Ron Garrett a better co-host than I am?
Ron's pretty great. I wouldn't compare the two of you.
I'm asking. I think it should be. I want a comparison. Is Ron better to hang with than me?
Oh, you got the moving cameras. Let me just turn mine on now.
I hate the moving camera. I forget to turn it off. That's my problem.
Ron does his thing, man. He's great. He's fantastic. He's been doing it a long time. He's got a radio. He's done radio.
I'm not asking you to run for office and be political here. I'm asking you. Who do you prefer? Do you like Ron Garrett? Do you like Kevin Suker? I
prefer doing this with you, you schmuck.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Then do
you need a hug, Kevin?
No, I don't need a hug. What I need to do is I need to look right in the camera right now and say, "Hey, Ron Garrett, find your own co-hosts."
Well, so
back off, Ron Garrett.
I'm always honored and flattered, and and for me, like it's fun, and particularly because of the guest that Saturday afternoon was Kelly and Clint, and I've known Kelly since I moved back here. Like, she's one of the first people I met, so there's a chemistry there. So, but if I liked Ron Garrett more than you, I would have asked him to do a podcast. But you and I asked each other. There's a reason for that. And even this many 44 episodes, although we're still in the middle of this one, it could change. The jury's still out. But I love you, brother. I love you. Even
that's nice.
Yeah, all the bullshit, man. Yeah, all your bullshit. You're poking. Yeah. I relate to you, man.
Wow.
We have a chemistry and we resonate.
Hey, let's say hi to Patrick right now. Patrick, thanks for joining us today.
Hey,
also wanted to say hi to Michael Stanley. Thanks for being back here again today. Dora, this wouldn't be episode 44 if it wasn't for you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for joining. You know what we need to do for 2025? We need to ask the people that support a little Lavender to go a little bit further.
And
if you like an episode, if you like an episode, send us some methamphetamine. Would you just send us some meth?
I gotta tell you, this is espresso machine, dude.
Just share the podcast with friends, please. Get some other people. Anyways, back at it. After we had Neil Portnoy, we had Stephanie Calvert.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Did you ever see her perform with Starship? You probably
just
didn't
the
know
videos
that we showed, but you never saw her live. Yeah,
no.
and then she's doing the thing with her husband Chris at Composer Room, right? So she's doing that. Great guest, always fun. I feel like we did that. I was at Notoriety, I think, doing a remote there that day.
I think you were, yeah.
Because it was the Concert for a Cause or something.
Either that or you were doing a Reckless in Vegas show.
I don't think so. I would never do this on a show day like you. You're a badass, dude. You can go eat dinner and do a podcast and, to have your tires replaced and get an oil change and then go do a show. I'm just, maybe I'm just an amateur. I don't know. Then we had Ben Varela. I don't remember Ben. Not for any other reason.
Benny is with Jason Mraz. And
right.
He's a good guitar tech for some pretty heavy hitters.
That's right.
As well as being a tour manager. Great guy.
And he was on the road when we did.
Been on the road. Yeah.
Okay. And then the end of June we had my favorite Docksider, second only to Theo, Danny Williams, and you had Sean Hinton as well. And Sean is also I remember on that one you dropped more credentials, more name dropping.
Let me tell you something. Sean, musical director Mary J. Blige.
Here we go again.
Musical director Jill Scott. I mean, this is what he does. I'm not dropping names.
Why don't you talk about Danny that way?
His career. Danny's,
singer of the Docksiders.
Is the Docksiders, man. That's right.
Yeah, man. And the star
of
the show.
The episode wasn't with Danny. Danny was the special
cameo.
Guest. It was Sean's episode that Danny just kind of jumped in.
He cameoed.
I was glad that he could. Yeah. Danny's the best, man.
You put Danny on first, though, as a cameo.
Did I really?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And then one of my favorites in town here, in July, we opened July up with Christine Schebeck, who you are working with now from a management point of view.
I'm so lucky to be her manager. And we've got some incredible things planned for this next calendar year with her.
And she's going to join you in January in Milwaukee?
How cool is that? That she and her husband, Neil, are flying to Milwaukee. She's going to get on stage with the Docksiders for the first time that night. It's going to be really cool. And Ms. Monet's coming to Milwaukee too. She's going to join us as well.
You got a full lineup. God, I remember a weird invite from you to do that with you, but I don't recall.
Yeah, but when somebody doesn't follow up and doesn't and blows me off.
What do you want? You want somebody to blow you, not blow you off, right?
No. I
didn't blow you off.
No,
I said I would go. Give me a room.
I asked. You didn't say that. I said, would you like to come? And you said, I don't know.
I'd love to come
about it. And then you never heard about it.
Well, you never followed back up, man. I need to be pet. I need to feel important and special. But then you just upstaged me with two women, two amazing singers, by the way.
I mean,
both of them.
They're the greatest.
You're going to have your wife, Erin Suk.
Would you bring the Matter Baby?
What's the matter, baby?
I don't know. What's the matter, baby, with you?
It's so funny because you did that joke to me over the phone or something, and I didn't answer it correctly, but I just gave you a second chance. Hey, then guess who we had on July 9th? The real Murray Sawchuk was on now. Okay.
We had the real Murray.
The real Murray, yeah. No, hey, hold on a second. No, you're fine. It's not that you're not the real Murray. I mean, it's not like it's okay. Hold on. Give me a second with this guy. Listen. Going to be fine. He likes his hair rubbed like that, Murray Sawchuk, he likes his hair, and we got to use the middle finger too. It's a little bit of a see that technique. Anyway, so Murray Sawchuk was great as always, and then he had this crazy broad on. Oh, thanks. I'm good at it. That's just wrong, dude.
Like you and Neil are double fisted. That's so great. Look at Neil doing. Neil's going for something there too.
I think Neil was trying to put his finger in my fist, like he was trying to give me a little. And then we moved on to middle of July. We had she's a powerhouse, crazy. She's crazy, right? This woman's crazy. I hope she's not mad at me for saying.
Why would you say crazy? I don't think she's crazy.
The woman takes energy atoms and grabs them and throws them down her throat, spins around, and comes out in a vocal note. She can rock across the stage and shake everybody up, and then you don't even know what happened. And then in person, like she's just a ball of energy. Elisa Fur, amazing, right? Amazingly crazy, and I love that. Yep. Crazy fun. And then this is a weird one. Well, then we had a cameo. We had no guest on July 23rd. And
right.
Who's this fucking Jonathan Martin guy?
Who is Jonathan Martin?
I can't remember.
I don't recognize that name.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
I'm downplaying it, but he's an agent in town that talk some shit on the comments. And yeah, man.
I remember that guy. He's a memorable guy.
Good dude with a bad reputation. And this was a fun one for me, and I think I might have been in Laguna Beach for this one. Amanda Lee Myers, which is the guest that you got for us. Oh wait, we skipped something. Hold on, how could I have skipped the next one? You know who we had between Jonathan Martin and Amanda Lee Myers?
Maybe Sam. Did
Sam
you just
Novak. I said Sam.
Yeah.
The coffee's fucking me.
Sam Novak.
Whew, it's some good espresso.
Yeah.
Wow. Why did I ever do Coke? I could have just drank espresso. It's so good.
Cheaper.
Yeah. And then after Sam Novak, we had Amanda
Lee Myers. Yeah. Isn't it crazy? She's like disappeared from the face of the earth. Like I guess she's really busy now or something.
She probably got a show. She's probably in New York.
She begged us to be on the podcast, and then
did she beg?
No.
Why didn't you let me enjoy some of the begging? I like that. I like that when people really want something from me. Nobody ever does anymore. It's tough. Not even you.
Then we had the amazing Tierney Allen in her Lady Gaga Winehouse show.
Yeah, she's
awesome.
I like running into her. She's a peach.
She's great.
Patty Powers.
Love it.
Great singer. Fantastic.
Powerhouse, right? Patty Powerhouse is what her last name should be.
End of August. Is it?
I don't know.
End of August, we had Michael Bunin, actor, comedian.
Who's that guy? Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah,
he was great.
And
you
then,
should keep booking guests.
And then you had your. It's in September. We had your video guy that was doing your documentary.
Kevin Harold. Yep, that was great.
And Howard Pearl was on too.
Howard Pearl. Yep.
Yeah, man. And then in September we had Mark Lundholm, comedian, another great comedian.
Oh yeah, he was great, man. Another one of your wonderful bookings.
And my favorite, do I sense a tidbit of sarcasm in there?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. We're a team, man. We're only as good as our weakest
link. That's right. The whole ship goes down together. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. We're only as strong as our weakest link, which I feel like
some people don't put the link up by 3:00, and we're just as good as that, right?
Well, you know how it is. And then my favorite episode of the whole year on September 17th was my birthday.
Was that your favorite episode?
It was, because it was about me. And, you know, it was fun. I just...
You know what's crazy? There's no birthday episode for me this year. Hold on. I got to go on.
Well, it's your birthday week, though.
Keeping me up. Yeah, no, you know, yeah. I'm going to be on the road when it's my birthday, so we'll have to broadcast from some undisclosed location in America.
Yeah. Do you know where you're going to be? Maybe I'll come out for it. We'll do it side by side.
I might be in Oklahoma.
Really?
Might be.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. And then moving on, let's get through this list. And then September 24th, we had, you did a funny thing on this episode, man. I swear to God, from a production value. David Tatlock. Do you remember what you did?
I re-sang his song really badly.
Yeah.
And we played it, and then he came on and he was like, he probably will never speak to me again for that. People have no sense of humor.
Nah, you know, it's a little much when you take somebody's hard work and you completely screw the pooch.
No, it's a joke, man. I'm joking.
I loved it. I thought it was great. And I think he did eventually, but he thought there was something wrong with it because he's like, oh. And honestly, I started listening to him going, I thought he was a better singer than that. I did. You got me, actually, because you didn't tell me you were going to do that. Kevin put his voice over.
I felt like David Tatlock could take it, first of all, because when I met him,
he did. He handled it.
I'm not gonna go into it, but yeah, I haven't talked to him since.
Oh, he's mad at you.
Probably mad at him.
And then we had a mobster on who owns a record label. You know about that, though. They take all their illegal money and they launder it through a record label because everybody knows nobody makes money in the music business. So he's a very successful record.
Michael Shapiro saying all that. I have nothing to do with anything. I've said nothing.
Don't mess with me. I got people. You know what I'm saying? Great guest. The 8th we had October 8th. No guest. And then what? This prick came back on October 15th. I see that. So we had a cameo appearance by Vincent John again.
He did. Remember, he joined us remotely.
He was in a robe.
Yeah, and didn't we kick him off a second time?
I think we kicked him off a second time, but he had a little bit. He was ready for it, I think. And then we had Chris. So. We had Christine's brother on October 29th, Jason Marquez.
Yes, we did. We had Jason. He's great,
I love
too.
him. He's got better sideburns than me still. It pisses me off. And then in November, we had no guest, but we had a phone cameo from Jack Roth.
We did. The famous Jack Roth. He's my favorite Reckless in Vegas member.
Well, you know, as far as drummers go, so watching Chris the other night on Friday at the Venetian at your show.
You said he was a little stiff.
No, I didn't.
You said Chris was playing really stiff.
Oh, stop. I didn't say that. No, the only comment I made, if any kind of a critique or feedback, was the way you move drums into the middle and the way the lighting is in there. He's very center, and if that's what you're going for, great. For me, I want to be center, or, you know, I want to feature the guest or feature when the dancers come out, but the lighting in there with Chris, he's in the whole time, and he's right there in the middle. He's a handsome guy, and it works out. But my point about Chris is that we are two lucky guys, you and I, Kevin. Number one, our wives, amazing. Number two, we have great bands, and our drummers. Everything's built on the drums. You're a music producer. You get this. You're a front of house guy. You know how to make things sound great. It starts with the drums. And Chris and Jack have something in common. Most drummers, and I caveat, I don't know all the drummers in the world, but most drummers,
it's not Judaism.
What?
They don't have that in common. I'm waiting for you to get to what they have in common.
They're the nicest guys in the world. They're always positive, optimistic, solution oriented.
They're the type of band members you and I should be.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I want to create contrast. But both of those guys, we have that in common. We're both lucky. Moving on, we had this was a good guest, and she just had an album come out. You went to the opening. Rita Lim on 11.
Rita Lim,
yeah,
so good,
amazing.
so good.
Then we had no guest on the 19th, no guest on the 26th. Those must be the days that you were supposed to book somebody.
Probably, yeah. I always drop the ball.
You never drop the ball. No, you don't always.
I'm a ball dropper.
Always is a big world. It's a big. Do me a favor. Reach your hands down, and I want you to grab.
I have
your
to
balls.
shave.
Grab your balls.
Shave. Look at this.
Are you
Look
bored?
how hairy I've gotten.
Are you bored with the list? We're almost done.
No, I just saw the green light. Reflect off my dome. My hair's coming in. Anyway, we got one left, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Who do we have?
Bucky
Who's the last one? The
Buckster. Yeah, on December 3rd, we had Bucky Hurd, which was
Buck
great.
stops here.
By the way, his show was fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Was it great?
He did a phenomenal job for Concert for a Cause.
Yeah,
And then no
coming.
guests, and then we did Christmas Eve last week. So here we are.
And I promised a big guest. Did I not promise a big guest for the last show of the year?
You mentioned it, I think, but we left it pretty open.
Ladies and gentlemen, sitting in the waiting room right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring him in.
Oh, he's muted. That's too bad. Hold on, let me go to wing. We got that camera and the color balance. Look,
wait, zoom in on you. Zoom in on you from
Actually,
that camera.
let me switch to this camera. Hold on, this one, and I'm going to zoom in on it. Let me see. I got it on 4. Let's see here if I can zoom.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch Michael play with his cameras.
Hold on. Coming in, huh? Hi, everybody. You see that? I want to do the rest of the podcast like this, but then I can't see the screen because I'm not set up properly. So there you go. That's pretty great.
And you're muted,
isn't it?
too. You're muted if I mute your other camera.
No. Don't do that because it'll feed back because it's...
See, if I turn this one off, we can't hear you because you're muted. You can talk all you want, but you see you're muted. Ladies and gentlemen, technology.
What about now? What about now? Hey.
Oh, there you go. Now let's hear.
Yeah. All right, then. Sounds great.
There you go. Now you're on. Now you're off.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Okay. I've had it.
That's enough
of
that
with
crap.
Technology stuff.
Anyway, so what
hey,
a
so
year.
Listen, what a year. It's been a year. We've got another episode coming next Tuesday if we're lucky. Episode 45.
We're not done. Don't act like you're wrapping up just because,
hey, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
We're at the halfway point of you being done. We're at episode 44. You said you were 88 episodes in.
Yeah, I'm rethinking that. I hope that you give me an extension on my contract. Could you maybe consider that? I'll go down on money. I know I hit you pretty hard on this the first 88 episodes, but I'll tell you what. In
it's
good
that
faith,
time of year.
Is it the award show?
It's that time of year that we present awards.
Yeah,
we've got we've learned that you can give awards out for anything.
Well, you can.
Las Vegas likes to give a lot of awards out, right? Even if they're fictitious.
Well, when we have the special award we're giving away this year.
That's to all the winners get a bottle of my signature scent, Taint by Souchet.
Yeah.
It is a little pungent. It stings the nostrils, and
it's more about the bottle, Kevin. Everybody knows that it's about the bottle, and they want to hold that.
It's a collector's item.
When you hold it, you sort of, you kind of, and you can, when you talk, you can just sort of do that thing. So,
my friend Froggy just ordered another case of it, by the way.
Froggy likes that shit, huh?
He does, man.
He does well with it. So let's talk about these awards. This is the first annual Lavender Awards, the 2024 awards at the end of the year.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 15 awards to give out. And do you want me to just lead off the bat?
Yeah, why don't you lead off the batting order?
The biggest complainer of the award goes to, any guesses?
It's not me.
It's you.
Of course it's me. Are you kidding me? Can we give ourselves our own awards? Yes, we can.
Okay,
it's our show.
That's right. You know what? And there are fictitious awards, and they're for reasons that we want to give them out. Like the best use of a paintbrush award. Who does that go to?
Oh, that's got to be Murray Sawchuk. Oh, that's me too.
Oh, yes, to Michael Shapiro is the one using.
Look at everybody. It's been me doing it the whole time. Nobody knew. That's fantastic.
Listen, brand new award category hasn't even been printed yet. Best use of a multi-camera shot for a podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Shapiro.
Wait a minute. Go back to the painting thing again. The best use of a brush. Man,
yeah.
We painted on the show, and you clearly are better with a brush than me. I'd say it's it's a toss up.
I liked that. I really liked that cat painting that you did.
It was a wolf, dude.
Oh, it was a wolf?
Yeah, that was my totem animal, man. What was yours again? A turtle or some shit?
Yeah, mine was a butterfly. Remember?
Yours was a beautiful butterfly, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, so the third award. What do we got that on this one?
Most attended podcast award goes to our friend Patrick.
Yeah, buddy, we got an award for you.
Patrick Fraze. He's been at every episode. He's a top contributor. Patrick, we are thankful for you. We wouldn't have a podcast if it wasn't for you.
He's our one guest.
He's our guy.
I wonder if we could get him to start paying us. Would he pay us, you think?
I don't think anybody's going to pay us.
I don't think so either, but if we had one person that might pay us.
After 45 episodes, if we haven't found somebody to pay us, I don't think we will.
We could create an award for the person that donated the most money. Huh? I'm thinking, right?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
It's good, right? All right. We'll talk about this during our business meeting because we're going over in time here. The next award, most likely to do a Barry Manilow show. I'd say Barry Manilow should have won this award, but
you were 100% right. Maybe we gave it to the wrong person.
Possibly. But it looks like Mr. Mark O'Toole has won the award. Yeah. All
Congratulations,
right.
Mark. Congratulations. Big award show. Put that on your resume, Mark.
Yeah, won the 2024 Lavender Award for Best of. That's it's fantastic.
It's
Moving on. Oh, this person again. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's another complaint, though.
It's a complaint.
This is why I like her. She's like me. I won the award for Best Complainer, and so she's winning the award for
most likely to complain about travel. And let's be honest, she's always commenting about how her travel is horrible and she's stuck and not having luggage and blah, blah, and whatever it is. Our friend Elisa Fur. Elisa, congratulations.
Elisa, yeah, that's fantastic. This is a questionable next award that we're going to move on to. The biggest bar tab. Now, I don't know this. Well, I got some ideas. I thought Vincent might hit this one, but you then informed me about this. No. This next award winner blows everybody out of the water, and the award goes to
Brian Froggy Cross, biggest bar tab. Yep, yeah, all done.
Cross.
Did
he ever sign it? Sign the bar tab, Christopher Cross, and try to shove it off on that?
How great would that have been? Like that's the type of thing you do when you go into like a what's it called? The what's that restaurant? Not a Waffle House on the road. You walk into a Waffle House, and when you present your card, it says Cross, and you just say Christopher, and you see if they give you the meal for free.
Anyway, moving on. The next award. This is called the Peacocking Award, which is a very, very special award. Can you define peacocking for us, Kevin?
That's when the peacock shows its feathers to everybody and says, "Hey, look at me."
Yeah,
and I believe that you're awarding that one to me because you say that's what I do.
The award
right?
there. Well, you explained it so well. I say you weren't receiving the award. Congratulations,
Thanks,
Mr.
man.
Kevin Suker. That's right.
Okay, all right. Nice. Thanks, me.
Oh, this is a good one. This is one of my favorite categories and probably my favorite award. Most pissed off when dumped. Now,
not from a relationship. Let's be clear. It's dumped from our podcast. Of all the guests that we hung up on, who was the one that got the most pissed? Ladies and gentlemen, Vincent
John. Yeah, very, very, very nice.
He was sitting here in that waiting room cursing. You just saw his temperature rise. Everything was all.
Can we give him 2 awards for that? But nobody got to see. So in the back end, we can see who's backstage, and so when we do let people go, we get to watch their reaction. And Vin actually, I think he threw a guitar across the room. I'm pretty sure there was something going on. Did you remember that? How he was the whole thing. He took his clothes off. He got naked. It was weird. Let's see. This one is an interesting one. Most likely to be in the same reclining position. Whew. Man.
Yep.
And who did you award this to?
That goes to your father, Lenny. Every time we get him on this podcast, he's always laying in either the same bed or the same chair, and his shirt's off, his pants are up over his head. Like, it looks great, but
it's fantastic.
I love it. He's always in the same spot.
Wait a second. This next award goes to me? Seriously?
No, we can skip that one if you don't think it's valid.
It's fine. I mean, but just know that you're the one that put this in there for me. It's an accusatory award. This is an accusatory award. It was the judges. The judge.
Have you not? Do you not tend to redline on these podcasts?
I don't redline, man. I don't. I'm not going to fucking redline, man. What the fuck? Listen, I'm jacked up on espresso, and I'm not going to redline, but I'll take the award because I've always wanted my own bottle of Taint.
Okay,
yeah, so I won.
You've got 3 awards too. That's
man,
good.
I'm cleaning up, dude. Wow. All right, so then we got.
You're like the Adele of our award show.
She wins them all. Least likely to talk about feelings on the pod. And the winner is Kevin Suker.
Pretty sure that would be me. Yeah, right?
That was the whole premise of the show, was to get deep and talk about our feelings. And you know what? I started out pretty good, pretty focused. You seemed open to it, and slowly but surely, it turned into you deflecting, denying, very closed off. And then there's like little glimpses of hope where you'll get soft and get real. And I think I got you in there with me, and we're there. And then you fucking redline me. You just know how to do it. Congratulations, Kevin. He one of the least likely to talk about feelings on the pod. And then here's it. This is a very special coveted award. There's a lot of competition in Las Vegas and in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Best use of Botox.
That goes to Kevin Suker. You could never tell because my upper lip is moving right now. But my forehead, look at this. Watch. I'm raising my eyebrows.
Well, you look like you've done a little Botox there.
Look, I'm raising my eyebrows. I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's me. I won. I got 4 awards. You have 3.
Well, no, that's not true because the winner of the award actually is.
No, it is me.
No, it's not.
It is me. Michael's going to get really sassy right now.
Okay, so you won the award. Congratulations, Kevin.
This next one is absolutely my favorite award.
We're going back. We're not moving on until you get real and get honest. Who wins the award for Botox?
Kevin Suker.
Dude, that's not what's on the sheet.
That sheet isn't right, man. That sheet isn't right.
I'm going by the sheet. These are the envelopes, man. This is the show.
The best looking. This is the best award on the whole sheet. How do you not think it is?
Best looking magician?
That's it.
I think the
Who do you think it is?
one's great.
Who do you think the best
David
looking
Copperfield.
magician is? Ugh.
I don't know. He seems, mysterious and, he'd tie you up and put you down on
a
bed of feathers.
It's Murray Sawchuck.
I'd like to accept this award today. It's great. I know I'm the best looking guy here in town. You know that. And I like girls and I work out a lot. I got a landscaping company. I'm amazing. I'm Murray Sawchuck. I accept this award. Please pour that taint all over me. Yeah, thanks. Okay, bye. I can't do it. Oh, God. Murray's killing me.
Good hit, bro.
Wow. Then our final award, although we will go back to the Botox award because Kevin is afraid to say who he put down for the winner of the award.
I didn't put that down.
Have you ever done Botox ever?
Look at my eyebrows. I'm lifting them up as a...
No, did you go Botox? So you spent money on Botox?
Look. I'm lifting my eyebrows up.
No, I'm being serious right now.
I am too. I am the best winner of that. I have the Botox award.
So you have done Botox. You've put Botox in your...
Dude, I would look like a fucking California raisin if I didn't.
You're not answering the question. How long have you been using Botox?
I don't know, like 6 hours.
So you know that Jack's brother, Jeff, does the greatest Botox in Las Vegas.
I didn't know that.
I personally haven't done that, but it's very close. His office is not too far.
I'm thinking of, what about doing it in the scrot, and getting rid of all the wrinkles down there?
You can. I don't think that's going to work. That's a matter of capacity.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, if you got to fill,
think about how you could tighten that up so when you're sitting on the toilet, it doesn't dangle in the water.
You can get a taller toilet, bro. All right, the final award.
You gotta lower the water.
Best use of a ukulele.
This is a unanimous decision. It went to our friend Timothy Connolly.
Well, it has to be, right? I mean, I don't know any other ukulele players.
Dude, do you realize that this is the new end of the year episode? We've almost gone an hour. It feels like an hour too long.
No, it's really not.
It does. I want to wish you a happy new year. Listen, you might drive me fucking crazy from time to time, but you're my brother and I love you. Listen, I just want you to know, happy new year. Stay safe tonight. Don't do anything dumb. Tonight's not the night to fucking smoke a couple rocks. It's just not that night tonight.
Let me ask you this, though, in all seriousness. Do you feel connected? Do you actually, what are you doing? It's still ticking. Oh, he's frozen. Your internet froze. But do you really feel like, do you feel like this was a good idea? Why are you doing that, man?
Why am I doing what?